Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I have exams Wednesday and Thursday. I haven't revised. I have, but not in a while. Me. Probably get up and make this day productive. The first thing I do hate in the morning is seeing my skin. This side though, it's smooth. Yes! It's smooth. It's just got scarring. So we're winning. There's one win, but this side is actually worse than it probably has ever been. Like, what actually is going on? Why do I sound like a robot? Beep bop, beep bop. Too busy cutting up carrots and I forgot about my toast. Oof.
Alexander, come downstairs. Angelica's arriving today. I cut all the ties in the name of my lungs filled with smoke. Praying for rock bottom just to
It's so windy. Like, I don't know what has happened. A minute ago, like, the doors are all closed, but I felt wind in here. Like, it must be coming through somewhere. I've actually spent the majority of today tidying the house because I was procrastinating revising, but now I've actually got to sit down and do it. Which, hi Ted. But yeah, hoovered. I need to put the washing up away. Yeah, so I have 2 more practice tests I want to do. Basically, normally the module will give you like a actual proper example, like paper, I guess, multiple choice paper, but this one hasn't. So I've just been using Quizlet and making my own multiple choice tests, which has been quite good. I have had Quizlet Plus for just this month of exams, and it was $7.99. It's kind of extortionate, but it has been really useful because it's like the only way I've been revising. Like, I wouldn't be able to have it all year round, but just for this month I let it slide. I'm also going to make mind maps for each week because I think that's probably going to be the best way for me to do this. And then I have to prepare for the fact that tomorrow I'm going to have to do an exam in the morning and then do forensics revision in the evening and do the same thing I was doing today, which has taken me hours. The whole day. It's exam day. It's my clinical psychology exam. It's like 7 in the morning. I'm gonna start driving at 7:30 and be there really early, but just sit in my car. But yeah, I've made it. I was using Waze to show me where to go, and it started taking me a different way. So I went a completely different way to get where I park. By the way, this is just a housing estate near my uni, and I always get a bit nervous. But like, you can park here, but I just feel like I'm not welcome. I needed to make sure I could get to my exam on time, so. I'm actually so humbled. I got up to leave and they said I couldn't. They said I couldn't because it was in the last half an hour. I was stupid, and I thought that it was the end. I thought we finished at 11. We finished at 11:30. I don't know what I'm doing today. I got up to go. They told me I couldn't. Sat back down. Another person told me, saved my life, because I'll still be in there. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. I can't believe I couldn't even find where to walk out. I'm I'm doing everything wrong today, but it actually went okay. Oh my god, I can't believe what happened was, right, let's stop this. I basically, in a uni exam, you can leave after half an hour, but you can't leave 30 minutes to the end. Oh my god, like I thought that it finished at 11, so I waited till the end because I thought I can't leave now because it's the last 30 minutes. No, it finished at 11:30, so I would have been sat in there right now for another 30 minutes if this person didn't come over and say, you can go. I'm shook to my core. Someone told me to sit back down. I thought sit back down. I've just been sat. I've been sat for ages. I can't sit down again. I can't stay sitting down. I'm freezing cold. I just started watching Adults on Disney and it's so good. I think I saw a TikTok edit, which is literally how I get into everything. TikTok edits is where life is. I genuinely do watch shows just so I can watch the edits. Like I finish shows just to watch the edits at the end. That is the reward. Anyway, yeah, I saw an edit for this show and then I was like, I need to watch that. It's on Disney. I thought, brilliant, I've got Disney. So good. Anyway. Realised the blinds are open. Just washed my face and it's flaring up. My acne, already not good, is going to get worse. Actually in despair. Oh my god, I started watching Adults and there's 8 episodes. First of all, what the freak? I thought in America they did like 20 episode series. This is what I need. With this show, I need that because the way in which I've literally just finished the whole first season, I've got 1 episode left. In a day, in probably a couple hours, and it came out the 28th of May, which means I'm gonna have to wait my entire life for season 2. I hate when you can't binge things. I'm losing my mind. I have just made it to... Oh, I'm just going to go back a bit because I don't think I'm straight. I made it to... Well, it's not uni, it's the place I'm parking. Anyone else with like a Citroen C1 or like any of those like type cars, small cars, do you struggle to put it into reverse? Because I always do. Anyway, what time is it? It's 8:03. Is at... That person just rode past me on the bike and I'm gonna kill myself. That was shocking. That was shocking because he 100% saw Humble. Anyway, we have completed first year. What is going on in the House of Commons? Sorry. What is happening? I finished first year. What is going on? Why have I finished first year? That exam was so easy. When I tell you, no, that's too far. I can't really say that. I don't know if I can. This week I've really found they went well, and that 9 times out of 10 I could work out the answer out of pure deductional reasoning. But I love it. I love that I'm done. Kind of crazy. Yeah, and I left really early today because I was not getting stuck again. Such successful drives home.
Continue straight.
Oh, I had really good drives. I initially anxious driver like hell. Like I was anxious, I would cry, I would panic. It was all I would do.
In a quarter of a mile.
But now I feel actually confident. Like I've driven to uni 3 times in the last 2 weeks, which is like a 30-minute drive.
Turn right. Then at the roundabout,
I just feel like I'm familiar with my car now, if that makes sense. I know it's taken me a whole goddamn year, but I'm familiar, I fear. I've got some nose studs and...
Continue straight.
I'm actually not continuing straight. I'm actually not. I've got some a nose ring and a nose piercing. No?
Make a U-turn.
No. I legit, not even kidding. I didn't almost crash. Did I almost crash? I don't know. I don't know when I'm panicked. Oh, now I've got my phone out.
Make a U-turn.
I do not want
Then
to
at the
make a
roundabout.
U-turn. Yeah, I feel more confident driving now, and I was gonna say I've got some nose piercing, nose stud and nose ring to go collect from Argos. So let's go. I'm a bit nervous because I'm gonna have to socially interact, and I don't think I can do that today. I'm gonna do it though. Second you're alive, every second you're alive. They were asking me to leave home, but I was such an idiot. You know, I said I was anxious. Well, this is clear proof. They gave me the things in this bag, which, what is that? And they said, do you want the box to go with it? And I just panicked and said, no. No. Like, actually, what am I doing? It's those situations that get me, because it's like, I need to have strength. I need to have strength to say, yes, I do want the box. And I didn't have the strength, if I'm being completely frank. That's just the classic thing. Sometimes I can just, like, I won't be anxious, but, like, when it comes to situations where I get a choice, which I'm not expecting, I will choose the wrong option every time. But yeah, the exam went well. And now I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Because now uni's 100% over. What am I doing? I don't actually know. As I was saying, I was an anxious driver initially. I actually enjoyed it, like, the couple days that I've been doing it. And I think it's obviously when situations happen when you're a new driver, which are obviously going to happen, like, you're going to stall. Like, God forbid I stalled. I would never go in the car again. Situations happen, and then you think that that's going to happen every time. It doesn't. Things get better. Oh my God, there was one day, and sometimes I take things as, like, little driving lessons. There was this one day when I was coming home and I was on a dual carriageway, and there was, like, no one really behind me, so I kind of practiced overtaking on my own. I don't know if that makes sense, but because I knew that there was, like, because normally I'd just, like, stay behind people and go slower than I should, like, than I want to. Took it as a lesson on how to overtake, and I think that's a good way to practice, is to take things as little lessons. But I am home. Hallelujah, no more revision. Is my first year of uni done? God forbid I get another breakout. What is my obsession with this phrase today? Dermatologist tomorrow. Thank the Lord. Anyway, can I just stay on one topic? First year. It's weird, actually, because I don't think I've been there long enough for that to have happened. I'm still mentally in sick form. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not joking when I say that. It took me literally 5 years to get over primary school. I genuinely, like, when I tell you, I was probably, I say 5 years, that's dramatic, because that's actually the end of secondary school. I'm saying, like, 2 years to get over primary school. I actually don't think I'm over it. Can I be so honest? It's my friend Penny's birthday today, so that's fun. I also need to figure out how to get this nose stud out, right? Because this is the one they put in when they done it, right? Okay. Not been able to get it out because it's got, like, a flat back. Another anxiety moment was when she said to me, she scanned my code. By the way, I went up to the till. Right, let's role play. You're the woman. I went up to the till and I said, pretend this is my phone. I said, collection. Oh. I did. I said, oh, no. And I showed the code. And she didn't say much, but she scanned it. So I guess I won. And then she said earrings. No, they're not earrings. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. And then I started thinking, oh my God, what if she asked me, is this the right thing? Because she thinks I'm getting earrings. What if it is the wrong thing? Anyway, she brings it out. Do you want a box with this? I went, oh no, don't worry. I'm sorry, no. Duck.
Duck, you're right.
Duck, D-U-C-K.
They do look similar, don't they?
They do.
It's just that they...
I am so tired. When I tell you I was walking to my nan's, I think I filmed a clip, I don't even remember, I think I did. I was walking to my nan's and I was like, bro, this could be a dream. I am so tired. I was literally at piano. I was trying to read the notes. Bro, I can't even do that on the best of days. I was looking, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just... Am I real? Am I real? Am I real? I recently rewatched twice in the space of probably a couple days. I've rewatched Here We Go twice. It's actually genuinely the best sitcom. It's the best sitcom I've ever watched. It is so real in my heart. It's so real in my heart. You know how much I love ghosts. Also, update. Now got the captain as well. Because my mum got this for my birthday and it didn't come until after my birthday. You know I love ghosts. Unfortunately, I think that Here We Go is taking over #1 spot. Do you know what the thing is? I have now been living my life like I'm in a sitcom, and I think that's just how I can remove my anxiety. Like, quite frankly, I think if I just pretend that I'm a main character in my own sitcom, then anything I do that's embarrassing or awkward, I just know that someone would watch that and think, relatable, relatable. So, yeah, actually, yeah. It's Friday, I'm laying in bed, it's Friday. Finished exams yesterday. I think I deserve to lay down. Also, going to the dermatologist today. Like, why does it want to be here to be on show? Like, my forehead has literally, and I'm being serious, been clear for about 3-4 weeks. And we want to be here now. Like, it's kind of a good thing, because a dermatologist will see it and be like, okay. But, like, my forehead's been great. Anyway. I actually adore the Australian Taskmaster. This is very fun. I think a lot of the episodes are on YouTube, but obviously I only used YouTube to watch it because I cannot watch it anywhere else. I think when I watched the New Zealand Taskmaster, I had to use a VPN. And I watched it on like the actual website, but I don't know how else I'm meant to watch the Australian one. So I think there's some YouTube videos. Very, very good. I think I do prefer it. Maybe it's because I haven't watched the New Zealand one in a while. No, the New Zealand one's kind of good, but like Tom Gleeson and Tom Cashman in the Australian one have a similar dynamic to Alex and Greg. So that's why I think I prefer it a little bit. Let's have a quick 5-minute songwriting. I'm gonna do Lizzie McAlpine today. When all your possibilities could be right in front of you, why do I turn my back? Why do I act like I don't need it? And when everything could be here right now, why do I close my eyes, shut my palm, grind my teeth, and I'll never know what it's like to be held inside some arms and be loved. Like everything is simple, go to see a Christmas light show, and they'll be brighter than anything I've ever seen, 'cause I know my future is bright, but it's behind me. Why do I love that? Why do I love that? I had such a good experience at the dermatologist. Like, I was fully expecting it to not go good. I don't know why, I just thought, like, people always say that they state the obvious or say it's like your diet and stuff. But my dermatologist actually was so good, right? Because I bring up how I tried to cut out sugar for like a week. Tried to stop eating chocolate. It just wasn't doable. And he was like, it's like, he kind of said that although it could potentially change like how many breakouts you have. It's not likely to, and you would have to be doing it for such a long period of time. And he basically said that changing my diet wouldn't really help much. And I was like, thank God, because I was really worried about my eating. I have to have the contraceptive pill now, which the side effects list, because obviously that does your hormone levels and sorts that out. And I feel like it could be hormonal. I've had a feeling, but I don't know, obviously. I have no clue. I'm not a professional. And then he's basically said to have a blood test, and then I can potentially go on Roaccutane after I've done my own research about it. So in a month, I could be on Roaccutane, just after a month, which I'm thinking is probably going to happen. It's likely, because he basically said the main aim at the moment is to prevent any breakouts. Like, obviously, I've had breakouts and now my skin's scarred, so we need to prevent any more so that my skin isn't going to be scarred. And then we can work on the scarring, if that makes sense. Yeah, feeling positive, feeling like things are going to change, and happy about that. But yeah, hopefully I don't have too many bad side effects from the birth control. It's literally 5 in the morning. Quite frankly, it's 5. Oh, it's 5. Oh no, it's actually not 5 anymore. I lie. What is it? 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go to the gym with my friend Amy. I'm gonna go get Amy. When I was talking about having driving anxiety, one of the big things was having actually somewhere to drive. Because obviously at uni, right, basically, if you don't know, my uni, you need a parking permit, and you can't really get them. If you wanted to drive, you can't really get them. They literally only do special circumstances. So I obviously go on the bus. Oh, why am I taking so long? There's literally no one on the freaking roads. Could have probably shot out that junction, but I'm a cautious driver. But what was I even saying? I don't even know. Oh, having a destination, like an actual place to go, that meant that I built my confidence because I actually had a time to use my car. I'm actually so happy today, weirdly. Obviously, I went to the dermatologist and I can't even express to you how good he was. Why is my alarm going off? I'm out of bed, guys. What the freak? I can't express how happy I was after that. Like, yeah, he was a bit straightforward and was like, we need to attack this aggressively. We need to get this done because we need to prevent scarring. And I was like, okay, don't stress me out. Please don't. But he was so... I think it was his straightforwardness and his bluntness just really worked with my brain. I was like, do you know what? Hell yeah. Wide awake. The weirdest thing is I knew I had to sleep early and I didn't. Yeah, no, his straightforwardness, I just think it kind of gelled with me. I was like, do you know what? Hell yeah. Let's get stuff done. But basically, guys, I might have to go on Roaccutane, and it's freaking a process. It's a process. But you know what? At this point, I can't keep crying every day. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I am sensitive, and I will for the rest of my life if this continues. Do you know what really didn't instill hope in me is that the doctor even said, I don't really know why this has flared up now. I was like, bro, what? Sorry? You're actually meant to be really good at this. But he said sometimes there is no kind of proper reason. Do you know what? I really thought, I kept saying things that I've been overthinking that it was, and he was like, it might, like, you say that, but it potentially just couldn't, like, it might not be. It might just be something that's happening. I was like, oh my god, marry me. No, that's a bit far. That is a bit far. That is far. I shouldn't have said that. Can I take that back now? Take it back now, yo. Anyway. God, there's a hefty lot of pigeons in the road. Okay, for real, don't want to hit you guys. If I'm being honest, I really don't. Oh my god, there's so many options. Please all move. I'm not even kidding, there's one that's still there. Thank god. I couldn't even focus on driving then. I had to focus on protecting the pigeons. Anyway. I actually do really hate birds. I drove to the gym, then I picked my nan up from this car motor place and went and dropped her car off at like a car garage. That makes sense. and I picked her up, and then she left her keys to get home, like get into her house, in the car. So we've gone back to my house. So, well, we went to Tesco's initially. Oh, that was a random car I didn't expect to be there. We went to Tesco's, didn't realise she didn't have a key. She didn't have a key. And then she realised, so we went back to my house. I ate breakfast because I need to take my tablet for my acne. And then now we've just gone back to the garage, got her keys, and she's gone home. Right, I made a big mistake when I was driving, okay? And this is what I was talking about, driving anxiety. Freak, I don't like this road. Okay, now I'm getting anxious again, which I need to stop. Basically, I was driving, and it was a giveaway. I had to give way to some person coming, but in my head, I'm quite bad at calculating how quick someone's going. In my head, they're going normally faster than they are, but today, I thought they were going slower than they really were. It was a van, so obviously he was driving real fast, and then I had to reverse. At the end of the day, I don't ever look at people's faces in the cars. I just see them as vehicles, which I think has helped me a little bit. Because I didn't look 100% angry because he got right up to my car and I had to reverse. But that was on me. I'll say that, so I blame myself because I did not perceive how fast he was going. I just thought I could get through in time. Normally I'm overly cautious, so I just thought to myself, I had time. I didn't. There is a dead pigeon. There is a dead pigeon. I don't like that. It's those small things that put me off driving. But I need to remember, let's have a little therapy on the last 5 minutes. Literally probably 2 minutes of my journey. Let's have a bit of therapy. One bad thing has happened in a week where I've driven to uni twice. I've driven to the gym. Each of those times, everything went well, and I actually did good things when I was driving. I was observant. My one mistake wasn't dangerous. I was able to correct it. I will think about it. I know I will. I don't know how I can ever stop my thinking. Redirecting them to be more acceptance. Do you know who has such an impact on my mental well-being? And it's kind of crazy, but it's John Robbins. I don't know if anyone listens to Ellis James and John Robbins' podcast, but he talks about mental health a lot. He has his struggles and stuff. But for some reason, since listening to that podcast, which is literally a comedy podcast, it's giving me the most insight into my mental well-being. I'm teaching myself guitar because I've attempted this so many times, and I always would get freaked out because I'm a piano player. It doesn't really hurt. I hate that the strings hurt, but there's so many instruments that are string based, and I just want to know how to play the guitar. But I'm currently learning A-Team by Ed Sheeran because I just love Ed at the moment. His new song Sapphire, low-key banger. Pushing on my body while you're pushing on me. I don't even know if that's lyrics, but I think it's A minor. They say that is not it. I don't know the chords at the moment. I need to go back. And they say she's in the dating, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasted, crumbling like pastries.